What's the color palette of Quanzhou? Is it blue? An ancient Chinese port along the historic Maritime Silk Road and an economic and trade powerhouse on China's southeast coast. Or it can be green. An environment-friendly city that's ideal for living.
Ability to foster innovation and stable business environment.
Or deep red. Historic buildings standing side by side to gleaming modern architectures and gentle sounds of the night music mixed with the vibrancy of the night market.
Join us in Quanzhou.
Only on Global Business, only on CGTN.
Welcome everyone to CGTN's Rising Star City series, where we give you a 360-degree view of some of China's most dynamic cities. I'm Michael Wang. This time we are in the beautiful city of Quanzhou in southeast China's Fujian province. And to understand more about the city, I am joined by a local of Quanzhou, Wendy.
Hi.
Welcome, Wendy.
Hello, Michael. Li hao. Hello, everyone. My name is Wendy Wu. Today I feel very honored and happy to explore this historic but alive city. It is the starting point of maritime trade and also the cultural capital of East Asia. So I feel very excited.
You know, Wendy, you mentioned history, right?
Yes.
This city has so much history. I feel like if you ever come to visit China, Quanzhou, I would say, is a hidden gem.
Yeah.
Yes, you can go visit Beijing, but this is a hidden gem of history and culture.
It is definitely a historic city you must see here. So today, with our camera, we would like to give you some wonderful places of interest.
Yeah.
And hopefully you will like our live streaming.
Some must-see historical and cultural places that you'll find in Quanzhou. And speaking of history, Wendy, we have to mention, because last year was an exciting year for Quanzhou. Last year, Quanzhou got the status of UNESCO World Heritage Site, and specifically UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site.
So it is the serious properties. We got like Quanzhou World Apple of the Songyuan dynasties, which is in the 10th to 14th centuries.
Right, so listed on the World Heritage Site list, it is called Quanzhou Emporium of the World in Songyuan, China. So I think we want to explain that just a little bit, because we know what Emporium of the World means, right? So Quanzhou before used to be the marketplace of the world. This used to be a center of commerce and a center of trade.
Yes.
In Songyuan, China, so Song and Yuan, these are two successive dynasties in China. Like you said, that happened between the 10th and 14th centuries. Fantastic. Okay. We got a beautiful backdrop. We got a lot of stuff to see, right? Temples, a lot of good cultural sites, and we're standing in front of one right now. Wendy, what is this place called?
This is called Guanyue Temple. Actually, they offering sacrifices to Guan Yu and Yue Fei. It is a very rare temple because normally those two won't be together in one temple. But today we would like to check it out because this temple it is very, very popular. I can say it is the most popular Guanyue temple in the southeast China. So as you can see, when we are far away, we can already see the smoke and we can smell the incense.
We can smell the incense right now.
And it is very effective.
It's very effective.
If you have some wishes, definitely you need to speak to the deities here.
How about this? Let's walk around.
Yes.
And let's show our audience this fantastic temple. And then along the way, we can tell our audience who is Guan Yu and who is Yue Fei. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. 我们继续. Let's continue, and then we'll show our audience just the majesty, the history of this place, right?
Yes.
Okay. And right now, I mean, there are a lot of worshipers and people who are coming to visit the temple. And
as I mentioned, it is very, very popular.
Yeah.
So actually, every day it is crowded, it's bustling.
Yeah.
It is actually in the downtown center of Quanzhou. This is Tumen Street.
So we're in Old Town Quanzhou, right?
Yes,
just to let our audience know.
ancient city.
We're in the Old Town.
Yes.
And then this temple in particular is very effective. So what you pray here, the likelihood of, the deities answering your prayers is very high, right? Let's quickly mention who Guan Yu is. So this is a legendary warrior in Chinese history.
Yes.
And all Chinese know who Guan Yu is.
In Three Kingdom period.
Three Kingdom period.
Yeah.
So Guan Yu, a legendary Chinese warrior, he lived about 1,700 to 1,800 years ago. Yue Fei, also another famous warrior.
In Song dynasties,
In the southern Song dynasty.
Song dynasties, it's like general.
A general.
Yes.
So Yue Fei,
Very loyal.
He lived about 700, 800 years ago.
Yes.
And we mentioned these two people. We have to understand why Chinese people look up to these two warriors in particular.
They have certain qualities
Certain
that people
qualities.
look up to.
Yeah.
So they are very loyal.
Loyalty,
and
exactly.
righteous, right. And
So-
very, to seek protection for the people.
So loyalty and righteousness.
Yes.
These are two values that have transcended time, and all Chinese people enjoy these two values and look up to these values. And that's why, for example, Guan Yu and Yue Fei, for example, are really, really worshipped even to this day after over 1,000 years.
It is
right?
the folk belief here.
Folk belief
so
here,
this is
okay.
a Taoist temple.
This is a Taoist temple.
This is a
okay.
Taoist temple. And as I mentioned, that many believers, worshippers will be here. So when it was the birthday of Guan Yu, so
Yeah.
it will be even in the late evening,
Yeah.
people will be here just to, to pay their
Respect,
tribute.
I guess, yeah. Because
Very
they look up,
devout.
because they look up to the values of loyalty, courage, and virtue.
Yes.
And I would say patriotism as well, right? Because
Yeah.
General Yue Fei, we know the legend that his mother tattooed 4 Chinese characters
Yeah.
on his back, right? So
尽
those,
忠报国.
Right,
That
so-
means that be patriotic to your country.
yes.
Fight against the enemies, protect the country.
Right, so serving
Yeah.
the country totally in a very loyal way.
Yeah.
Just the spirit of patriotism
Yeah.
overall, right?
So actually, in the backdrop of us, you can see the worshippers are doing like a very special rituals. This
Yeah.
is a way for them to talk to the deities, talk
Yeah.
to when you talk to the Yue Fei, so they will know how they can, if they can understand them, they will
Yeah.
have a rituals. So do you know like what kind of wishes they may make here?
Let me know what
Like
kind of
it's
wishes.
like a tan dua ji.
What does that
Or
mean?
chua sui mo,
Okay.
or we can say
So
ki dua tu.
First of all, this is local Southern Fujianese dialect, right?
Actually, Quanzhou is my second home, but I've been here for more than 10 years. I'm still learning it. It is very hard, as
But
I should say.
Hold on, I don't understand this, Wendy. You're
Yeah.
a native of Fujian,
Yes,
right?
I'm native of
so
Fujian.
your city in Fujian, how far is that away from Shenzhou?
It's like 1.5 hours by the bullet train. My city is in Sanming.
Okay.
So it's another city in Fujian. But Quanzhou is the east coastal city of Fujian province.
Yeah.
But they have the dialect, Mingnan dialect, which remained the cultural ancient Chinese language.
So you're saying that even though you're just 1.5 hours away from this city
Yes.
by bullet train, it's still kind of difficult for you to understand this
So
language.
different. When I was here, when I was new here, I could not understand anything. I'm
Gotcha.
trying, I'm still trying. So, tan dua ji, you
What does that
guess
mean?
what's the meaning?
I have no idea.
Dua ji means make a lot of money.
Make a lot of money. So
And-
first of all,
Yeah.
this sounds nothing like Putonghua, like
Yeah.
Mandarin Chinese. Okay,
So different.
It's very, very different.
Yes.
So they pray for, I guess, more wealth.
Yes.
Okay, understandable. Second.
And chua sui mo,
Okay.
you want to marry a beautiful wife.
I-
Is it your wish?
Oh,
Tell me.
Hey, look, no one can
It's
complain
a
against
nice
that.
wish,
Hey,
right?
why not?
And
Yeah.
also, ki dua tu.
Okay, what does that mean?
Build a big house. Normally in Fujian province,
Yeah.
people live in a very big mansion. They
Yeah.
like to build houses with generations living together.
Yeah, I've noticed that about Fujian, right? So
Yes.
different. Maybe the grandparents are on the first floor.
Yeah,
and
like
then
brothers, one
brothers,
brother, second brother.
parents and children.
Even if they marry,
yeah,
they still live
live
together.
in. So the family values, family
highly
bonds,
appreciated
highly
here.
appreciated. And speaking of family values,
Yeah, let's check out.
Wendy, let's check this out.
Yeah, because in this Guan Yu temple, actually we have some remainings of the wisdom of words by Guan Yu.
Okay, so this is Guan Yu himself.
Yeah.
And then I guess teaching his successive generations, right?
Yes.
It's like family lessons
The
that are
values.
passed down, family
Yeah.
values passed down generation after generation.
Yeah.
And now it's not just the Guan family, it's all Chinese families that look up to these basic principles, right?
These words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom.
Let's check
Yeah,
out.
let's
It
check
means
it out.
that 做好人 means be a good person.
Great.
We need to be a big good person. 说好话 speak good languages, speak good words. And 读好书 read good books.
Yeah.
Knowledge is value. And also 行好事 do good deeds.
Okay.
So very simple but very profound meaning.
I would say so as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this
Great words.
really does transcend time. So essentially, you just have to be a nice person.
Yes.
Right? It's a simple value.
Yes.
But maybe sometimes it's hard to do. Right? So be a nice person and also learn, right? Education, the value of education and being kind and being nice.
Yeah.
And that's passed down generation after generation. I think everybody around the world, this is not just for Chinese people, right? These words of wisdom, they're universal.
Yeah,
they're
universal wisdom that we would like
wisdom.
to pass from generations to generations.
Exactly. So Guan Yu's words of wisdom, I think, definitely applies to the entire world, right?
So as I mentioned that it is very popular and
Yeah.
very effective. So if you have like doubts, worries, anything you would
Yeah.
like to be more clear about your
Okay.
decisions, you know,
Clarity of mind.
Shenzhou locals or even tourists
Yeah.
will be here to listen to the words of him
Yeah.
and pay their
Respects,
pilgrims.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Maybe I should start wishing for something.
Yeah, I
Right?
have 4 wishes for you.
You have 4 wishes for me already.
I mentioned 3.
Hold
the
on.
last one. Yeah.
Okay. If you have this wish for me and then I wish for it myself, is that still going to be effective? Don't I have to wish for these things myself?
Yeah.
Or how about this? Let me ask you this, Wendy. If I have a wish and then I tell it to you,
Yeah.
and then I still pray for this wish in this temple,
Yeah.
is it going to be effective?
Actually, you know, if I know your wish, it doesn't matter because you need to let General Guan and
Yeah.
General Yue to
know.
understand your wishes.
Yeah.
So actually, they have like wooden items.
Yeah.
We call it jiao. So actually, we'll do the rituals.
Got it.
They have certain position to show that if they understand you and
Yeah.
grant your wishes.
Okay, fair enough. Because I'm wondering, it's like a birthday wish, right? So when
it's
you
not
have a
like
birthday
birthday
cake
wish.
and then you're trying to blow out the candles, so you're not supposed to tell people your wish, right? And then you blow it out and then that wish you just know for yourself. But
It's
I guess
kind of very different from, you know, the Western
it.
style of wish making.
okay. Well, thank you for those 3 wishes. And then what's the 4th wish that you have for me?
莫代基.
What does that mean?
You just guess it. 莫代基.
Because that sounds nothing like 普通话 Mandarin.
Oh, so different, remotely different.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like anything I would understand. It's almost like a
莫代基,
completely
it
new
means that
language.
no trouble. I hope that you will have a very smooth life. It is a great wish, right?
Wendy, you know what? I'll take that one over wealth, big house, and beautiful
wife.
Look, nothing against these 3 wishes,
Let
but
me-
having peace of mind.
Okay.
Peace of mind is
Mo
important.
Dai Ji.
Mo
Mo
Dai
Dai
Ji.
Ji.
I'll take that one.
Okay,
Thank you for
okay.
that, Wendy. And then,
And then we are walking to
Yeah.
the Qingjing Mosque. Actually, it's just within like maybe 5 minutes walk.
Yeah.
Right? And it was built in 1009. And
so
it
over
was,
1,000 years old,
Yes,
of course.
it
yeah.
is the oldest standing stone structure Islamic mosque.
This
in
is,
China.
So the oldest Arab-style mosque that is
Yes.
still in existence here in China.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It was built by the Arabic Muslims in Shenzhou
Okay.
at that time, in Song dynasties.
And-
So very old, ancient.
And speaking of this bond of friendship between China and the
Arabics.
Arab world
Yeah.
during that time,
Yeah.
Quanzhou also has another name.
Oh, Zayton.
Exactly.
So actually, I would like to mention because today, what a coincidence that Michael and I picked the same shirt.
Seriously, guys, we did not plan this out. We really did not plan this out. We just happened to be wearing the same shirt.
What a nice
Yeah.
coincidence.
This is not sarcasm, by the way. I really did not know you were going to wear this shirt. Okay.
Because actually, these shirts are the souvenirs of Quanzhou and
Yeah.
representing
Hey.
Zayton. Zayton style, it is the name of the shirt.
This is a really nice shirt. It's very
Zayton
comfortable,
style.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nice fabric.
It's very comfortable, by the way. And zaytun, it's an Arabic word. And
Yeah.
it comes from the Chinese characters that mean a flower, right? So this is the
Zayton flower.
the Zayton
so
flower.
it is also the Quanzhou City flower.
Yeah.
So it was in season. It is in season of the autumn and spring because at that time normally the wind is favorable for the ships to go outside.
Yeah.
You know, to sail away
Yeah.
our goods. And when the Zayton flower are out, they will be back.
Okay.
So actually will be winter and spring in season, zeytin flowers.
We just missed it then.
Yeah.
We just missed the zeytin flower, which is what? Red in color.
Yeah.
Red in color.
Very beautiful flowers.
I mean, I want to visit here again in autumn, perhaps, to see the zeytin flowers, because right now Quanzhou is hot.
Time. Yeah.
It's pretty hot here in summertime.
Yeah.
But still at night, I feel like here in Quanzhou, you can feel that sea breeze.
Yes.
But we are entering.
Actually now we are entering the mosque. This is
Qingjing
Qingjing Mosque,
Yeah.
the oldest standing, existing Arabic Muslim mosques in China.
Gotcha.
So actually it was ranked the top 10 temples and the only Islamic mosques for the top 10
Wow.
temple. Very beautiful and ancient.
I actually just want to touch one of these stone bricks because
I think it's
here,
okay.
here in Quanzhou,
Yeah.
you touch something and it's
Yeah.
like over 1,000 years old, right?
You
So
feel.
you're essentially just touching history. You're connecting with the past here in the city.
So actually, when you are in Shenzhou, it's like you are living in the history.
Yeah.
And everywhere is just a museum, and you don't need to get a ticket. It's because the history is just everywhere with you.
Because this city is also known as the Museum of Religions.
Yes.
Right? And we're going
Yes.
to talk about that later because you find so many different faiths and religions coming to Quanzhou to live, not just to live and do business, but to live here peacefully.
Yeah,
coexist peacefully.
coexist in harmony.
In harmony.
Yeah.
That's what's important. So many different civilizations coming here in harmony.
So when we say the authorities, grant people, grant Muslims to build their religious mosques. So actually, we will check it out. It was by the Yongle Emperor in Ming Dynasty. So it says that, the emperor says that we need to protect the Muslims in Shenzhou.
Okay.
So we need to treat them peacefully and humbly,
Okay.
like our friends, something.
So this is an imperial edict from
Yes.
the Yongle Emperor.
Yes.
For our audience abroad, the Yongle Emperor is the emperor of one of the emperors of the Ming Dynasty.
Ming Dynasty. Actually, it was the emperor of Zhenghe. The Zhenghe who's selling to the South Asia.
And Zhenghe was Muslim as well. So Zhenghe's massive treasure fleet.
Yeah.
And it was during that time that Emperor Yongle reigned.
Actually, during his fifth voyages,
Yeah.
he started the shipping from Quanzhou,
Oh,
from
wow.
Zeytin Harbor.
I mean, Quanzhou, massive port, but also really advanced shipbuilding technology that came out from Quanzhou as well.
Yeah.
So this is an imperial edict from the Yongle Emperor, one of China's most famous emperors, saying that Islam needs to be protected in Quanzhou and to protect this mosque, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
actually, the Muslims, they would be here, pray,
Yeah.
and they take buses, change clothes, and pray for the Muslim ships.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of Arab merchants coming
Yeah.
into Quanzhou. That's why we have another name, I guess,
Yes.
of Quanzhou as well.
So
Zeytun.
so
Yeah.
when we are moving towards, will be the Mingshang Chamber.
Oh, okay.
Mingshan Chamber.
What does
As
that
you can
mean?
see, this is like the traditional Chinese courtyard style, right?
Courtyard side, yeah.
Yeah, but this is inside the Muslim mosque.
Got it.
Right, so
Okay.
actually also shows that the tradition of Chinese and also Muslim, like different religious beliefs, can coexist
Coexist together, yeah.
Yeah, and we can see this is the chamber. It used to be the rest place
Yeah.
for the Muslims, but now it could be the prayer hall
So what we're seeing right now is a prayer hall for this
the
mosque.
Muslims. Yes.
And we talk about civilizations and
Yeah.
different faiths coexisting here in Quanzhou, and you can actually see elements of Chinese architecture blended
Yeah.
with Arab architecture
Yeah.
in this very mosque.
Just
right?
checklist burn.
Yeah.
Checklist is an incense burner.
This is an incense burner.
Incense burner.
Okay.
But normally in for Muslims, they don't burn incense.
Mm-hmm.
But actually this one is very special because they burn the incense here
Yeah.
to regulate the air and they do the prayer
I see.
inside. So you can see this is made by the Shoushan stone.
Okay.
Shoushan stone is also the Fujian's special stone because
Yeah.
this stone exists in Fujian. And this one is 1,000 years old.
I've heard about this stone. So there's a lot of stone production going on in Shoushan, right? It's one of the major stone production centers,
Yes.
not just in China,
Yes.
but in the entire world.
Yes.
And you're telling me this particular one is 1,000 years old.
And actually you can see for the first top, it is the blossom lotus.
Lotus.
Yeah,
Which
lotus.
is not a traditional symbol that you would find, I feel, in a mosque.
Of course,
right?
it is like a Chinese
Okay.
pattern, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
nice one. Nice one.
I want to feel the history here, but
I think-
I really don't want to because it's 1,000 years old, and I'm just going to leave it in peace.
Yes.
Okay, so let's continue our tour.
Thank you
of
for
Qingji
your
Mosque. And by the way, I love the Arab name for this mosque as well. I think it sounds very beautiful, the Akhshab Mosque.
Yes. So
yeah.
清净, it means like purity,
Got
right?
it, yeah.
So actually, we will also want to show you a very special altar. It is called the Fengtian altar.
Fengtian altar,
Yeah.
okay.
So it used to be the old prayer hall for Muslims in Shenzhou.
So we're entering the old prayer hall right
Yes.
now, okay?
So it was built in 1009, as I mentioned, right? Earlier. So when in Ming Dynasty, there were many big earthquakes, like in Ming Dynasty.
Yeah.
So one was very big. It was like the magnitude of 8.1.
8.1 magnitude earthquake
Big.
here in
big
Shenzhou.
Scale. Yeah. So it used to be with
Yeah.
domes,
Yeah.
with dome, and
Yeah.
then dome collapsed.
Yeah, so right now there is no dome, and because of the earthquake, the dome collapsed in, and this was, I think it was like 1607 or something like that, and it was
Yes,
just
in
not
Ming
rebuilt
Dynasty.
in the Ming Dynasty. Okay.
So at that time, when the earthquake happened, nearly the whole Quanzhou City, the old Quanzhou City collapsed. Most of the buildings collapsed, but only two existed. Guess what?
Was this one of the places?
No, this
Okay.
one collapsed.
So, oh, the Kaiyuan Temple.
Kaiyuan Temple, the
Yeah.
twin pagodas, and also Luoyang Bridge.
Here's the thing. We won't be able to go to Kaiyuan Temple in this
Yeah.
tour, but again, for our audience abroad, if you ever come to Quanzhou, you gotta check out the Kaiyuan Temple. Two pagodas, right? East
Yes.
and West pagoda.
Beautiful.
How many years old? Over 1,000 years old. It's from the
Han
Tang Dynasty.
dynasties. Wow.
And the thing is, I mean, what kind of symbolism is that, right? Because you had an 8.1 magnitude earthquake, and these
They
two
still exist.
pagodas, stone
Yeah.
pagodas,
They
still
survived.
exist. And you can find Arabic, I guess, inscriptions on there, Muslim, Hindu,
Yeah.
Buddhist inscriptions on this temple as well. So if you ever come to Quanzhou, go there.
Yeah.
Definitely worth a visit.
Okay. And we can see that those are the remaining pillars.
Yeah.
It used to be underground,
Yeah.
and we actually dig them out and
Yeah.
put it here.
Wow.
So
okay.
you can feel the history,
Just
right?
touching
Just
history, yeah.
inside the Quanzhou downtown.
Yeah. So is there anybody who's using this area right now, or is this just
no,
maybe
not now.
Not now.
It
Okay.
used to be the old prayer hall, but
Okay.
now, actually, in 2009,
Yeah.
the King of Oman provided a fund of 50,000 US dollars to build a new praying hall.
So the Sultan of Oman
Yeah.
gave funds to rebuild a new prayer hall here.
Yes.
Can we talk about the rocks here? The stone bricks are
Yeah.
very interesting because the earthquake,
Yes.
even though it happened, but these still stood, and it's because of what's in between the crevices,
Yes.
right?
So we should actually
How about we-
take
I mean-
a closer look.
I feel like we should ask the audience of actually what is actually in here, right? What the original
Guess.
product. It's hard to guess. I wish this was a trivia question, but I mean, we know.
We know.
It's hard to believe that in between these stone bricks is actually sticky rice. So sticky rice,
Surprising answer.
yeah, I mean,
Edible sticky rice.
apparently sticky rice, I didn't know this, but it gets stronger and stronger throughout time.
Yeah, it's actually the wisdom of the ancient Quanzhou people, right?
Okay.
Because the old people built this mosque,
Yeah.
built this wall,
Yeah.
and even standing till today.
Still standing today,
Yeah.
withstood an 8.1 magnitude earthquake. That's how powerful
Yes.
sticky rice is. So the combination, I think in particular, is sticky rice plus limestone really strengthens over time in terms of that glue.
And they will be stronger and stronger.
Okay, so hopefully another 1,000 years, right?
Yes,
Good.
they will be here.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the peace, the serenity of this place.
And also, I love the wind.
yeah.
Breezy wind.
It's-
Actually, this is summertime,
Even
right?
though it's summer, you can
but
see
we
us sweating a little
feel-
bit,
but we feel so comfortable
but
with
at
this
night,
wind.
like we can feel it right now.
Yeah, but by the way, what's the difference between Quanzhou's weather and that of Beijing?
So Beijing, we're in a valley, right? So we're kind of
Yeah.
surrounded by mountains.
Yeah.
So even though we're very north, but still during summer times, you can feel that humidity and you can feel that heat. But for Quanzhou, because you're next to a coast, right? You're next to the sea.
Coastal city.
Yeah, so even during the summer, yes, it can be hot during noontime, afternoon time, but you know, when it comes evening, when it comes night, an evening stroll in Quanzhou is just fantabulous. If
Yes.
that's a word, I just invented that word.
So actually, we feel that different religions blend together
Yeah.
and they coexist together.
Yeah.
But it also showed that during the Songyuan dynasties, the maritime trade was very successful. So a lot of Muslims, they move here, settle down in Quanzhou.
Yeah.
They build mosques and they even have schools
Yeah.
there. They even have schools.
And it's not just Muslims who lived in Quanzhou,
Yeah.
right? Because we're talking about Buddhists.
Yeah.
We're talking about Taoists that are here, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about Islam being
Yes.
here. We're talking about Catholicism. We're talking about Judaism. Even Nestorian Hinduism.
Yes.
Nestorian Christians, which is sort of an ancient Christian sect that originated from Asia Minor.
Yes.
And even Manichaeans were
Wow,
here.
so actually very rare to find mannequin. They
So
even have a statue left here. in
Manichaeans
Xinjiang. Yeah.
originated, I guess, in what is now ancient Persia.
Yeah,
Ancient Persia.
Persia, yes.
And Quanzhou, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
Wendy, Quanzhou has the only statue of the prophet Mani in the world.
I'm very proud to say you are right.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that's,
definitely need to check out.
So when
the
you
only one.
when you talk about civilizations coming together,
Yeah.
when it comes to multiculturalism,
Yeah.
people living in harmony, coexisting in harmony, this is it. This is Quanzhou, right?
It's a museum of the world religions.
You're talking about inclusiveness,
Yes.
openness, common prosperity,
Diversity.
diversity.
All good words.
And I think from Quanzhou, Wendy, what we can see, because China's philosophy now
Yeah.
is building a shared future.
Yes.
It's about building a shared future, and we see that microcosm right here in Quanzhou.
Yes.
Already over 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? Civilizations coming together, common prosperity, inclusiveness, openness, exchanges, trade, a shared future for all.
It is living proof that
Yeah.
Shared community, shared multicultural society can existing.
Exactly.
Can exist.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
First of all, I love this sea breeze, and I love this little electric car we're on.
So actually, this is
Yeah.
also like a very special for the travel tourism in the ancient Quanzhou.
Yeah.
This is called the Little White Car. Guess how much money for one ride?
So this is public transportation in Quanzhou, right?
Public transportation.
How much does it cost to have a ride?
They don't have a stops. Actually, you just wave and they will park.
So you wave your hand, you see one of these little white electric carts,
You
wave your
pop in.
hand,
Yeah.
and you just pop in.
Yeah.
How much do I pay for this ride?
For Chinese currency, it's 2 yuan. How much in US dollars?
2 yuan. So that would
2
be,
yuan.
let me do my math, mental math.
I know, 30 cents.
30 cents, 30 US
Better
cents.
math than you.
30 US cents. So 2 RMB.
Yes.
Wave your hand, this little white electric cart stops, and then what, it takes
Inside.
you? Does it take you anywhere you want, or does it go?
Inside is ancient city.
Inside
Inside
Old
Quanzhou City, Old
Okay.
Town. Yes.
So, guys, there's no reason not to visit Quanzhou, right? The history, the culture, fantastic public transportation. Even if it's during the summer, it's still got
Still
a nice
convenient.
summer breeze. Still convenient. I wish our audience could smell what I'm smelling right now, because the old town of Quanzhou, the fragrance of the food, the culinary cuisines here, and just a shout out because my colleague Zhong Shi and Morag Hobbs, they're gonna be tasting the local cuisine.
You must envy him.
I kind of, and like, I like history, I like culture, but I kind of envy my colleagues Zhong
This
Shi
is
and
a
Morag
cuisine trip.
because they get to go along the old West Street and just snack out, right?
A lot of delicious food.
Oh,
Actually, I get
hold on,
10
that
pounds.
breeze,
Yeah.
that breeze, fantastic. Even though it's
Immersing
during
to
time
it.
on. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I gained 10 pounds.
You
or
gained 10 pounds.
Maybe more than 10 pounds. I used to be thinner. But I moved here, so many delicious food.
Wendy, you look great, okay? You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to try more
Just
Quanzhou seafood.
give you some recommendation for the Quanzhou
Please,
food,
please,
like
yeah.
Quanzhou noodles.
I tried that, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and the zongzi, the
Sticky
Quanzhou
rice.
zongzi,
Okay,
sticky rice,
Quanzhou sticky rice.
dumpling,
Sticky
and
rice
also
dumplings.
and also the steak. Very different from the Western steaks.
Quanzhou
Definitely
steak.
to check out.
Why is it so different? I mean, I've had steak in a
It's not
soup.
like a whole. It's not like a whole steak. It's
Yeah.
like a slice of the steak.
Yeah.
And how they did it, very different cuisine.
Beef slices.
Yeah.
Okay. So much to talk about.
Okay.
Right now, where are we right now, Wendy?
Actually, we are in the Nanyin Research Center.
Nanyin Research Center.
Yes.
So I think we need to tell our audience abroad what Nanyin literally translates into sound of the South.
Yeah.
Sound of the South.
Fujian music. South of Fujian music.
Okay. Okay, so let's understand more about the music of the South,
Yeah.
Nanyin,
It is
and
also called, they have a title like Living Fossils
living fossil.
in Chinese music.
And we're gonna understand why Nanyin, the music of the South, is called the living fossil.
We better find an expert.
Let's find an
to
expert.
Give us some introduction about Nanyin.
You can hear the Nanyin already. You can hear the southern sound.
Like very, very profound, ancient feelings of the sound.
It's very peaceful.
Because I don't understand anything.
Okay, you feel very serene here. So how about let's take a seat. Wendy, how about you sit here
Okay.
and then I'm gonna make our way here. We have an
Hello.
expert to
Yeah, we
talk
have
about
expert.
the music of the South with us. 庄老师您好，您能不能跟我们简单介绍一下南岩? So we're asking Ms. Strong here to briefly introduce for us music of the South.
老师坐。
来，我们坐。
好的。
Yeah.
我们泉州南音呢是由两汉建唐宋中原移民把他们的文化带到以我们泉州为中心的闽南地区，然后和我们当地的文化呢相互交融，形成了泉州南音。好，那么南音又称南管、行管、南曲。南音呢是我们泉州人的乡音，只要有泉州人的地方，有闽南人的地方，就会有南音，所以南音不仅仅在我们闽南地区，在我们本土，在东南亚等国家，澳门、香港、台湾等地区都有南音的足迹。在这些地方都有南音馆阁，有南音社，所以南音呢是我们祖国和海外侨胞架起的一座友谊的桥梁。
Wow. Wendy, would you like to
I
translate all
think
of that?
Michael will do the translation.
So this is called a living fossil for a reason,
Yes,
right? Because
yes.
Ms. Strong here was talking to us about the history of Nanyin, and this was essentially Chinese people from, I guess, the northern and central parts of the country when they migrated further south.
Yes.
Because there was a period when there were a lot of conflicts in the north part
Wars,
of China,
yeah,
wars.
yeah.
And then people started migrating south to Fujian, integrating with the local southern Fujian culture, and then produced this sound.
So actually
right?
the sound was before the Tang Dynasty.
Before the Tang Dynasty.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, this should be court music, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Royal music that was eventually, that came down to the south, that
Yes.
integrated with
and,
the culture
and be
here.
more folky music.
Yeah, okay. 那庄老师这个活化石这个概念，那是不是我们可以就讲，听到南音大概可以听到古汉语的一个声音，可能不是100%相似，
对，
但是有类似。
是的，就是用我们的古汉语来演唱的哈，中古汉语来演唱。然后南音的演唱呢，它要求是用我们泉州的里城区的府城腔来演唱。所以
OK
无论是哪里人演唱南音，都要用我们的泉州的这个方言
OK
泉腔来演唱南音。
Wow,
So-
special tone.
That's very significant. So it's
Yeah.
called living fossil because first of all, this is one of the most, I would say it's the most ancient musical art form here in China. And you can hear elements of how old Chinese or ancient Chinese sounded like because our ancestors did not sound like we do right now in
Yes,
terms of
yes, so
Mandarin
different.
Chinese. It's so different. It's
Yeah.
almost, I wouldn't say it's a new language, but I mean, the sounds are very, very different.
Yeah.
And you can hear elements of ancient Chinese being sung out
Yeah.
in Nanyin.
So it's actually UNESCO intangible cultural heritage.
So Nanyin, the sound of the South, is actually a UNESCO intangible world heritage.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, that's incredible.
Great award.
Yeah.
Yeah, great title.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you feel that connection, I guess, with history. Like, I guess, you know, Our ancestors kind of sounded like this.
Yeah, actually, you can see from this table, we have some instruments of Nanyin, right?
How about this?
Yeah.
We'll talk about the instruments afterward.
Okay.
Let's enjoy the music first,
Yes.
right? Because another thing that Ms. Strong really mentioned, I think is significant, is that you have to use the local Quanzhou dialect.
Yeah.
It can't be any other dialect from Fujian province. You have to use a particular Quanzhou dialect, and not just any Quanzhou dialect.
Licheng district.
It has to be
certain area.
this particular district in Quanzhou, that dialect, to sing this to be truly authentic. All right?
Yeah.
So how about we just listen in to Nanyin, soak in what our ancestors heard for
to
now.
live in the ancient times.
Yeah, 我们听一听南音的音乐现在。
我有很多汗吗？应该。
Wow.
Bravo.
Okay.
Wow.
First of all, Wendy, my initial reactions, okay? You don't feel like going back to a big city afterwards? I mean, Quanzhou, by China's size, is not that big. I mean, close to 9 million people.
Yeah.
But the sense of calm and serenity that you feel. It's peaceful. It's like a bygone era where there's not that much hustle and bustle, and it's just serene. 当时我就说这个
Feeling so great.
听完之后就不太想回大城市了，因为就真的会让你的全身清静下来。Yeah.
它是非常南音是非常高雅的艺术
Yeah.
也是非常的从容的一种音乐。它的音乐气质就是比较从容
Yeah.
比较高雅的。
That elegance is what Ms. Strong says about Nanyin music. 那庄老师，要不您给我们介绍一下这些乐器？Let's get Miss Zhuang to explain to us the instruments that you find in a Nanyin band.
那么南音呢分为上四管和下四管。上四管呢就是丝竹乐器，有琵琶、洞箫、三弦、二弦。然后我们刚才看到的，在表演的这就是南音的上四管乐器，还有
people band，五人团。
对对。然后这个表演形式呢，是我们南音演奏中最为常见的表演形式它是保留了汉代相和歌、丝竹更相和、子解者歌的表演形式，也就是演唱员居中。
I did not understand. Wendy, it's up to you to translate because sometimes it's hard to translate across cultures,
it
right?
Means that it is like in the ancient times, it's like in the painting, because the singer will be in the middle and they will have the clapper to sing.
Okay.
So it is in the old poem.
So we're talking about the structure of how this combination, this band should play Nanyin music, right? So the wooden clapper, that person sits in the center. Okay.
I think. Thank you, Miss Zhuang, to introduce this wonderful Nanyin music to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Miss Strong also said this is what, I guess, 4 stringed instruments and 1 wooden clapper, all traditional Chinese instruments. And I would love to try this, but I think we got to move on and show our audience a little bit more about this beautiful place in Quanzhou.
Thank you so much for
非常谢谢，
introducing us and presenting this wonderful music to the world.
I'm definitely coming back again to just have a cup of tea and enjoy the music of the South.
Great choice.
Okay, let's go,
Thank you.
Wendy.
Thank you so much.
谢谢庄老师，谢谢，
谢谢。
感谢。Okay, all right.
Wow, so much to talk about, right?
Too much to talk about. I mean, it really provides that peace of mind, and we haven't even got to the details yet about the significance, the history of the instruments of Nanyin.
It is also like a popular, pastime activity for Quanzhou locals to be here in the evening to drink a cup of tea and listen to music.
And just listen to music. I mean, sometimes it's just this hustle and bustle, big city life. You just want to get away with it. Get away from it and just enjoy.
Hide out here.
Yeah, and
so
just
everywhere
relax.
you will see the ancient buildings, the architecture, as if you were back in the 10th to 14th centuries.
Yeah. Look, we got a special treat for you right now because if you talk about history and tradition,
wow.
Wendy, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Too.
What are we going to show them? What are we going to show them?
Martial arts. South Shaolin.
So everybody has heard of the Shaolin monks, the Shaolin Temple?
Yeah.
Well, there's a difference actually between North Shaolin,
and South
Shaolin.
Yeah, normally we will call Shaolin in the Henan province, right?
Yeah.
But actually in Quanzhou, we also have this Shaolin Temple, Shaolin martial arts.
South Shaolin martial arts. Let's take a look first.
Yeah. Wow, marvelous. Wow!
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my goodness. I'm wondering how long you have to train to do these moves.
It should be long.
Yeah.
It must be long.
And then you have a very young pupil here, a very young student.
Yeah. Well, it shows the masculine, right?
Let's step back because
I don't want to be the enemy of them.
Warrior presence.
Yeah. Warrior monks.
Yeah. But we have to remember, in terms of the Shaolin Creed, this martial arts is not about attacking people, right?
No.
It's about protecting people, especially prtecting the weak.
Yeah. Legend of it is like one monk from the North Shaolin.
Yeah.
He protected the Tang Emperor Li Shiming.
Yeah.
And he moved to Quanzhou and built South Shaolin Temple.
Got it. Okay. This is amazing stuff. I mean, I wish I could do these kind of moves, but it might be a little bit late for me to train.
Maybe you can try a few tricks.
Maybe.
Let them teach you.
Maybe.
So actually, South Shaolin martial arts originated from Shenzhou.
So this is the originating point.
South martial arts.
For South Shaolin martial arts.
Yes.
Okay. Let's continue to take a look.
Yeah.
Look at this agility and flexibility. My goodness. Wow.
And South South Shaolin Temple is also inside Quanzhou City,
Yeah.
not far away.
It's not that far away.
It's not that far away.
I took a visit. I mean, it's beautiful. It's on a mountaintop, right? Again,
Yeah.
calm of mind.
Yeah.
And from what I heard, these monks, Shaolin monks, train about 6 hours a day, just in terms of pure
Wow.
martial arts. Yeah, really amazing. And again, this is
Great
over
moves.
1,000 years
Yeah.
of history right here.
Since Tang Dynasty.
Since the Tang Dynasty,
Wow.
which is well over
I
1,000
think
years ago.
more than 1,000 years.
Well over 1,000
I feel
years
so
ago.
proud to be
Yeah.
in Shenzhou, you know.
1,300,
So
3,000.
many historical relics and, you know, wonderful
Yeah.
intangible cultures to present.
I mean, we're not just walking through a museum of religions, we're walking through a museum of history.
living it.
We're living, right?
Yeah.
We're living in
Wow.
history here. Okay, what is this? We have...
It's called head, 头顶弓.
What are we gonna see? Are we gonna see, oh, this is amazing. You guys have to see this. This is an iron head technique.
Yeah,
What he's gonna do is he's gonna break a steel bar with his head. So what is this? Maybe this is about gathering the qi, right?
Yeah.
The inner strength, and now he's gonna perform an iron head. Wow! Oh my goodness. Oh my, that is amazing.
South Shaolin Temple. Wow.
I just want to soak this in. with
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
I just want to soak this in.
It's a different weapons, like different
weapons.
techniques.
Exactly, yeah.
So normally,
Wow.
you know, if we must say like difference between North Shaolin martial arts and South Shaolin martial arts, maybe it's about their moves. Normally in the South, we use our hands, the fists,
Yeah.
more than the
Yeah.
legs. So we call it 南拳北腿, South fist, North legs.
I see. Okay, so North Shaolin,
They rely
more
on
leg
their
work,
hands.
or maybe the whole body, whereas in South Shaolin, it's more about the fist, right?
Yes.
That punch.
Yeah.
And we're gonna understand a little bit more about South Shaolin when we speak to a master in just a second, but let's watch this first.
Yeah. The weather is so nice, right?
Yeah. And
It's
people
the
gather to watch
wind
this.
blowing.
Wow.
Amazing! Bravo!
Wow, that was really a feast for the eyes, huh?
Thank you, all the monks.
Okay. This is absolutely
Wow.
amazing.
We have
Let's
a
talk.
master
Yeah.
here.
So Master Li joins us from the South Shaolin Temple. 李师傅非常感谢加入我们的这个直播。
太棒了！
要不您先跟我们说一下这个南少林或者南少林跟北少林的一些区别？
我们泉州南少林哦，是从唐朝开始，唐朝这个13贯生之日的智空法师入园所建的这个南少林。但是我们南少林呢，它历经了3兴3会，最后一次呢，在我们1760年，1760年乾隆28年间就被毁掉。毁掉以后呢，我们经过我们福建省政府批准，在1992年重建了这个少林寺。
Okay. So again, a
It
really
was
long
first built
history.
in the Tang Dynasty,
Dynasty.
and they had many repairs.
Yeah.
So maybe we will just talk more about the difference between the South Shaolin and North Shaolin. 师傅跟我们讲下南少林和北少林的一些渊源还有区别好吗？
南少林和北少林就是我刚才有介绍了一段，就是我们南少林它是北少林的一个分支。就当时呢，这个智空法师他是出自北少林，那来了南丰建的这个南少林。但是我们有一句俗话叫南拳北腿，就是北少林他大部分练的都是长拳，大开大合，然后滚翻跳跃腿功的动作比较多。那我们南少林大部分呢以什么为主？以拳法为主，短接短打，以最短的距离发挥最大的效用。比如说我们世界闻名的李小龙，他就练的是南少林里面的一种拳种。
So like what you said, right?
Bruce Lee.
So South Shaolin, it's more about that fist.
Punching.
It's more about close quarter fighting.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I think what Master Li also said is you're using sort of a short burst of energy.
Wow.
A short burst of energy,
Yeah.
and then that can really have maximum impact.
Yeah,
Right?
like a
Maximum
hit.
impact. Yeah.
I think Michael will learn a few tricks
Should I
here
try?
today.
Should I try? Maybe a
李师傅，
move?
我们今天教 Michael 一点招数好不好
OK，没问题。
好，来，李师傅，我应该学什么？
南少林呢，它 有一种拳种呢，非常的，就是前目
啊
非常的重要，也是动作很简单易学。
OK
啊，我们现在教你一个五组拳里面的马步冲拳。
Okay, so
五组 fist.
hold on.
五组
So
拳
apparently Master Lee is going to teach me an easy move.
Yes.
But this is easy in his opinion. Okay.
You try, you
So
try.
the
we'll
five
see.
ancestor fist. Five ancestor fist.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. 好
Okay.
李师傅。
那我们先介绍一下这个五组拳。
好
五组拳呢，它08年被我们国务院颁发为这个国家级非物质文化的这个。
Oh, it's
Okay.
also the
National level intangible
yeah.
cultural heritage.
Yes.
The five ancestor fist.
Yes.
Okay.
那五组拳呢，它最早可以追溯到什么时候呢？追溯到我们唐朝这个宋朝，就是赵匡胤啊，
哦
所创的
宋
The
太
founder
拳
of the Song Dynasty.
Yes.
Okay, that's where this five ancestor fist started, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. 好。
这赵匡胤所创的这个太祖拳。
嗯
啊，那五组拳它有5种拳种，这个太祖、达尊啊、显礼、罗汉和白鹤拳。
OK
啊，分为5种拳种。
So 5 different types of
Yeah.
martial arts combined into one, right?
Yes.
Called the five ancestor fist.
Yeah.
Okay. 好，
那
李师傅。
它这种拳种呢，就是老少皆宜啊，你也可以一
Easy
起
to
练。
learn. Girls can also learn. 女生也可以学。
Absolutely.
Oh,
Why
let
not?
me join the
So you're
club.
gonna try this as well,
Okay.
right? Okay.
我们少林寺呢，每年很多海内外的这些，国外很多
Yeah.
学员，如果没有疫情的情况下，他们很多都会过来少林
Oh,
寺学
even
武术。
overseas
Yeah.
will be here to learn the Shaolin martial arts.
So pre-COVID, a lot of people from overseas
Yeah.
coming to learn. I want to learn this as well. Hopefully, it's not too
Let's
late. But
start.
let's start.
Let's start.
Let's yeah.
I can't wait.
来，李师傅，要不您教
就教我
我们一下？
们简单的一招。
走，
好，来，在哪里？您指路。
现在这边。
Okay. Over here.
好，好。Hopefully, will not be that hard.
Hopefully, we don't embarrass ourselves, right?
In front of
Okay.
all the
李师傅，
audience.
要不您冲着这个镜头，
对
然后
对
您教我们一下。
对。
好。
握拳从小拇指开始。
Wendy, how about you come over here?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
好。
Okay.
我们握拳从小拇指开始握起啊，
小拇指握
对
握起
开始握
，OK
起
OK
大拇指刻到食指和中指的第2关节，
Oh, the
Okay.
second.
So clench our
joint.
fists, and then the thumbs are on the middle
Yeah.
finger. Okay.
它
Yeah.
做平这边是平的。
Okay.
握
This
起来
has to
这边
be
是
flat.
平
The knuckles are
好
flat.
那
Yeah.
这个是握拳。
Okay.
好
This is how we
那
clench
这
our
边我们
knuckles.
叫前心，这边叫前拇，这边叫前背，这边叫
OK
前面。
Okay.
好，那我们冲前是手是收在这里面
Yeah.
啊，
Put your hand
像
here.
拉弓射箭一样。
Okay. So it's like archery. You want to
对
put your
像拉弓
fist here.
射箭一样
Okay.
那马步是这样，马步从这个我们这样子定力，两手先收紧。
OK，
啊
yeah，
定力
yeah
好，脚一步，
Okay.
一步，好，2步，
Oh.
两步. Okay. 2 steps this way, and then
Yeah.
3 steps.
2步
Okay.
半就收回来，哦，2步半。
I'm not sure if I'm doing this correctly, but
脚尖面向前面。
Okay.
哦脚尖向前面。
toes pointing.
右
to the front
左手拿出去。
Left
左手拿
hand.
去 Okay. Punch 1. Yeah.
好，那先不发力的来一个。
OK
不发力
哦
好
OK
来，右手冲出去。
And then the other fist. That's
冲出
another
去的
one.
时候冲出去，这个前心向下，
Okay.
收回来的前心向上。
Okay, so when you punch out, the heart of the knuckle faces down, and when it comes back, it's facing up. Yeah,
来1、
yeah.
2，
Okay.
哇，你们2个很聪明啊，学得很快。
I hope I didn't embarrass myself. There we go. There we go.
Am I right?
收这样子，
There we go.
哎，这手是这样。
哦
对，好。
Okay.
好
Okay.
脚尖稍微内扣一点点。
内扣一点。
对。
Okay.
很好很
So
好
so
很
so
好
so our toes need to
Alright.
point directly to the front. Okay.
有没有练过？
没有练
我
过。
怀疑你们有练过。
哎呦，您太客气了，李师傅。He's giving us compliments we don't deserve.
来1、
Yeah.
2、
2,
3。
3. Oh, there's that short burst.
Very
4.
powerful.
好，现在我教你们呼吸。
Okay.
比如说我们左手是吸气，吸气，
Yeah.
吸气，右手呢吐气，
Okay.
右手吐气完就喊哈，
Okay.
那力从这边出来，
Okay. All right.
对，哈，哎，有
So
感觉，
so there's breathing techniques involved here as well. Yeah. Ready? Okay.
动，哈，一，哈，吸气，
Oh, you're supposed to suck
Remember
in
to
your
breathe
breath.
in, breathe out.
I got it. Okay.
好，正，
Ha.
对，
Ha.
吸气，哎 OK。
Ready?
好
Okay.
来预备，1、
Ha.
2、3、
Ha.
现在呢，现在我再
Yeah.
教你一下，力量是从脚底
Okay.
到腰到手
Okay.
前头。
So the power comes from the ankles to the
Yes.
hips,
Yes.
and then comes out from the fist.
对
Okay.
对
Yeah.
还有从前出来的时候哦，快到了这个瞬间才发力，
Uh-huh.
快到了，从这边到不发力，
Yeah.
快到的时候，你看，
Wow. Okay.
手掌拿出来，
Yeah.
这是快到了这个瞬间赚钱。
Okay.
Wow. Does it hurt?
Yes, it does. It does. So when you talk about Bruce Lee, right? That kind of punch,
No wonder.
you really feel it. You really
Yeah.
feel it. Okay.
No wonder some people can use their
Ow.
fist to break into like bricks,
Yeah, this is really
like
painful.
iron.
And by the way, Master Lee can break a steel bar on his head as well, okay? Just to let everybody know. There's a lot of intricate details.
Yes.
Because Master Lee was telling me it's not about unleashing all of your energy when you release
I think
your
it's like
fist, right?
concentrate.
So you gotta release the energy towards the end of the punch. I think that's what makes it powerful.
Maybe
所以到了
it's
可
wait
能
for the right moment.
这个地方，然后再发力，对吧？
对
OK
最后的时候发力。
对
OK
最后的时候
啊
快到的时候再发力
OK.
啊。
Reserve your energy.
Reserve your energy and then
砰
short burst
Yes.
like that. OK. Ha.
对，
OK.
还有后手用力
啊哈
收回来。
用力收回来。
对
OK.
用力收
So when you suck the arm back, it has to be powerful. Ready?
Yes,
OK.
yes.
So, ha. No, it's not powerful enough.
这是杠杆的力量。
杠杆的 OK. So 就应该是这样，对吧
对，
？OK. All right.
Leverage.
OK.
Use the leverage.
I think I'm not doing that correctly, but
不着急，
不着急。
一
OK.
步来。
Because you have to rest your mind and calm your mind when you're
Calm
practicing.
down. Yes.
Shaolin
Calm
martial
down.
arts.
Calm
这个动作
down.
呢，
Yeah.
练久了，它配合呼吸，
Yeah.
身体会慢慢。
Oh,
阳气会
it's
升级
also
慢
like
慢变
exercise. 李师傅是不是也可以锻炼呢？
对对。
Oh, it's like body exercise.
Yeah.
是对整个呼吸道、对整个人的精气神有很大的帮助。
My legs are kind of sore already from this posture.
Yeah.
练了
Yeah.
来
Yeah.
五组前练一下。
Okay.
好
Great. Thank
谢
you
谢
so
谢谢李
much.
师傅，
谢谢师傅
Thank
Thank
you
you so
Master Lee.
much.
哦，最后一个问题，李师傅
哎，
我现在学少林拳是不是有点太晚了？
不会，这个你放心。
OK
这个五组前呢，它老少皆宜。
OK
80岁，你想五组前没问题。
You still have time.
So I asked Master Lee whether or not it's too late at my age to learn
Yeah.
Southern Shaolin martial arts. He
Yeah.
said no, you can learn it even if you're 80 years old. Anyway, I
It's
might take
never
up.
too late to
It's never
learn.
too late. I might take up Master Lee on his offer one of these summers.
Okay,
Yeah?
okay.
谢谢
Thank
谢
you,
谢李师傅，
Master
谢谢
Lee.
谢谢
Thank
you
you.
thank you.
Okay. Now we
Let's
are
make our way.
moving
to our next
towards-
site.
The
Yeah.
next site is also among the 22 serious properties of the World Heritage
Yeah.
sites. It is called the Confucius Temple.
So we're actually walking into the gates of a Confucian temple.
Yes.
And
It is the biggest and oldest, and we can say like highest standard of Confucius Temple in Southeast China.
in Southeast China, this would be the biggest Confucian temple.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's
Um,
check out the gate.
Okay.
On the wall, as you can see, they have the decoration.
Okay.
This is the decoration.
So let's take a look at this first,
Yeah.
right? So what is this? What am I looking at?
This is in Chinese called 万字不断墙.
Uh-huh.
So 万字 in Chinese character means 10,000, right?
10,000.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
exactly.
10,000 in number, it is big, it is many.
Mm-hmm.
So it means a lot of luck, a lot of fortune, just on this wall.
So in Chinese culture, the number 10,000 represents a lot. It could
Yes.
represent maybe limitless even.
Yes.
Okay.
So actually, in this Confucius Temple,
Yeah.
this decoration means that the Confucius knowledge is profound and non-stop.
Yeah. Ah, okay.
Right?
Because knowledge, I mean, Confucius represents education,
Yes.
erudition, and knowledge.
I think in China, everybody knows Confucius, right?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
every school, we have the Confucius statue.
Yeah.
So he is like the teacher of the teachers, even, the master of all generations.
Yeah.
The thinker.
Teacher of teachers, I like that. Okay.
The educationist,
Yeah.
the politician. You can use all the beautiful words just in one person.
So, I mean, Confucius lived, if I'm not mistaken, he was the Grand
Zhou
Secretary of
Dynasty.
Justice in one of the kingdoms during the Zhou Dynasty.
Yes.
And he lived about 2,500 years ago.
Yes.
And the fact that his values and principles still hold to this day, so many people look up to him.
Yeah.
In terms of students, in terms of government officials all look up to him.
He's like the Confucianism is like the mainstream in the Chinese, educationist or in all the political system.
Can we talk about our surrounding first, Wendy? Because
Yes.
you want to talk about finding serenity and peace of mind
Yes, this is the place.
in a busy world. This is a place, right?
Actually, we are standing on the Pan Bridge,
Okay.
潘桥.
Okay.
So this is the Pan Chi,
Yeah.
the Pan Pool, because back in the Zhou dynasties, when the Confucius lectured, he had students.
Yeah.
So at that time, at that school, they had this Pan Chi, Pan Pool. So everywhere for the Confucius Temple, now we have this similar structure.
So this is standardized across all Confucius temples
Yeah.
In China.
But
Okay.
actually, this palm bridge has some very delicate things.
Yeah.
As we can mention, there are 72 stone slabs.
72
why?
stone slabs.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Confucius has the 72 most famous students, disciples.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 72 disciples of Confucius represented by 72 slabs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, in ancient times, this pool is connected to the old river system.
Yeah.
So it means that when it will in sync with the water
Yeah.
in the ocean outside
okay.
the city.
So this pool is connected actually to the ocean.
Yes.
Wow.
So you
Okay.
have tied up, tied down.
Yeah. This is absolutely incredible. And I guess before people would come here to study, if I'm not mistaken, in ancient times.
So it
Yeah.
was actually built in the Tang dynasties
Yeah.
for the Confucius Temple. But then in Song dynasties, the then Quanzhou chief moved the temple here
Ah, I
and
see.
just be
Okay.
here. So after several dynasties, it existed in this location.
Oh, I see. I mean, any sort of cultural relic that you find in Quanzhou, easy, 1,000 years plus.
Songyuan
Right?
dynasty.
So easy.
Yes. So
Um,
actually now we are looking at 大成殿,
Okay.
like 大成 hall. So this is the main hall of this Confucius Temple.
Which
So-
literally translated means the Hall of Great Achievements. So I
Yes.
guess that's sort of maybe the message that you want to get coming to a Confucius temple, right? Achieve great things, but Wendy, I would say achieve great things in terms of serving society
Yes.
and serving your fellow humanity, right?
Great
that's,
achievement.
That's, I think, what Confucius meant when he talks about great achievements.
Yeah,
right?
and actually when you look at this main hall, especially check out the roof, because this is the multiple eave hip roof.
Okay,
So
what does
this
that
is
mean?
the highest specification and highest standard for this construction.
Got it.
And the only one existing in Shenzhou.
Wow. I mean, the rooftop is absolutely gorgeous in terms of the colors as well. So this is a very high status Confucius temple.
So we can say that even in the palace where the emperor lived, use this specification.
I see. That's how important this particular Confucius temple is, I guess.
Yeah.
And I would say, you know, true Confucian values, virtue, wisdom,
Harmony.
education,
Yeah.
harmony.
Yes.
And yeah, because you feel that harmony throughout Shenzhou, right? I mean, I think the symbolism is very profound because we're at a Confucian temple. It's about harmony.
Yeah.
And you see the harmony of civilizations and religions and different faiths that exist here in Quanzhou.
So there are 8 pillars.
Yeah.
In this Dacheng Hall.
Yeah.
Actually, even in the Palace Museum, in
Yeah.
the palace in Beijing, they have 9 pillars
Yeah.
because 9 is a special number for emperors.
Got it.
So
Okay.
the Confucius is very, very highly rated by every emperor in every
Yeah.
generation, every dynasty.
So he's a role model.
Yes.
Right? For emperor and ordinary people alike to look up to in terms of how to just be a person, I guess.
It's a role model for all the intellectuals.
Yeah.
So this is also the school of Quanzhou,
Oh, I
where
see.
the ancient people study here.
So this was a school
outside.
before as well.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
also the school. So as you can see, you know, the scholar in Quanzhou, they actually did quite well in the court in Songyuan dynasties.
Yeah.
So actually, they rebuilt this city,
Mm-hmm.
you know, put in a lot of their efforts in promoting the maritime trade.
Yeah.
And also building a lot of architectural,
Yeah.
a lot of pagodas, like transportation to facilitate this city.
Yeah. I mean, this city is well connected in terms of water and land.
Yes.
Right? That's why it became such a major port. This was one of the largest and busiest ports
In Songyuan, China.
during the 10th to 14th centuries.
So actually they have what? They have production
Yeah.
because in Anxi, we used to have the iron production.
Yeah.
The kings, like very, very busy kings. And in Dehua, like this morning we went to Dehua.
Yeah.
So they have like a porcelain,
Yeah.
the white porcelain
Wendy,
production.
I mean, the Dehua white porcelain is just absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful,
If you
yeah.
guys can look up Dehua white porcelain, you'll just marvel at the craftsmanship,
Yeah.
at the creativity of the human mind, I feel.
So actually,
Yeah.
they are the kings. Those production
Yeah.
are in the inner side, right? Are
Yeah.
in the hinterland. So actually, we have like transportation. We have like bridges.
Yeah.
We have like Xinjiang, like a river.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff can move those production into Quanzhou.
So,
And-
geography.
Yeah.
Geography made this
Facilitation,
one
yeah.
of the largest ports in East Asia during the 10th to 14th centuries.
And then the best part is that we even have the marketing here.
Yeah.
Because
What do you
in
mean?
the Shaolin Song dynasties,
Yeah.
the royal families move here.
Oh, I
And
see.
many
Okay.
royal families move here, so they could be, very loaded, buying a lot of luxury things. It's true.
Okay.
It's true. That's why a lot
Okay.
of merchants,
Help give a boost to the local
Yeah.
economy, I guess.
a lot of merchants
So-
did business here.
Okay, so I guess geography I think is very important. So what you're describing, you have production in terms of iron, in terms of ceramics.
Yes.
And I guess the mountainous areas in the northwest of Quanzhou.
Yes.
And then that product is
Could be moved.
shipped by
Shipped.
river, the Jin River.
Yes.
Jin River to
Luoyang River.
and the Luoyang River to what is now Quanzhou.
Yes.
And Quanzhou is connected to the sea by this river, and that's how trade got started, I guess, right? That is
Yes.
this whole water land production system that made Quanzhou one of the largest ports in the world.
And now we are moving south of Quanzhou ancient city.
Okay.
So the south city used to be the bustling, like the busiest, the commercial zone of the
Hey,
ancient
it's
Quanzhou.
bustling right here,
Yeah.
Wendy. I mean, just local people coming out here to enjoy a good evening. It's already very bustling. I mean,
Very comfortable.
it's very comfortable.
I
Yeah.
feel that if you could feel the wind as me,
Yeah.
right, it really feels nice.
It really does. It really does feel
so,
nice.
So now we will be going south of the city. There used to be 7 city
Wendy,
gates. Yeah.
We have kids also, I guess. I'm not sure if they're
Ah.
practicing South Shaolin martial arts, but
Now practicing Yongchun, I think it's
Yongchun?
五祖拳.
okay, part of the five
yeah,
ancestor fists.
Yeah.
But we
so-
have young kids here practicing martial arts in a public square. So
Yeah.
love the vibe here, by
Yes.
the way. Okay.
And now the south, they used to have 7 city gates.
Yeah.
7 city gates, and then we are moving the south city gate.
Okay.
Used to be like commercial zone.
Yeah.
And where the ships first stopped in Quanzhou.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they were out, and then they will bring in spice and herbs to trade.
Mm-hmm.
And when they out, they will bring porcelain, iron, silk, this all kind of stuff to trade.
Wow. Okay.
So we will be taking the white cart.
Yeah, we're gonna take our little electric cart to, you said, the southern gate.
Yeah, the
The
southern
old
gate.
southern gate of the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we will approaching the Maritime Trade Office.
Okay. Watch out for the scooters. There's a lot
So
of them.
actually a lot of
A
scooters.
lot of scooters. I mean,
in
it's
Quanzhou.
a very livable city. There's a
Yes.
lot of scooters.
So
and
actually cars are not very welcome here inside this ancient part of city
It's
because
a liv-
scooters are so convenient.
it's a livable city. It's a walkable city.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's have a seat and
The
enjoy this
public
ride.
transportation
Yeah.
is so convenient.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned earlier, we will be approaching the Maritime Trade Office, the oldest custom, or we can say the first custom. in
We're going to
China.
the Maritime Trade Office. This
Yes.
is the oldest customs administration office in China.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is administrative office. It means that the court, the authority, approved Quanzhou to be doing business,
Yeah.
the maritime trade.
Yeah.
So they actually say that during certain times, 50% of the revenue, the physical revenue for the court, for the Shaolin Song dynasty, are coming from Quanzhou port.
You're telling me the Quanzhou port
Yes.
provided 50% of the Southern Song dynasty's fiscal revenue at one point in history.
Yes, can
That's
you see?
how important.
It's like cash cow.
And you have to imagine, so during China's Song Dynasty, this was a very powerful economy. Very powerful economy.
So, but now the trade office, the Maritime trade office is under
renovation, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
under archaeology work.
I see.
Yeah, but we really hope that you could also have a look at it because it was so important in this Quanzhou, the emporium of the world in Songyuan Dynasty for this World Heritage.
I think we're showing our audience some footage of
Yes.
what the Maritime Trade Office looked like. I mean, unfortunately, we can't see it right now because it's under renovation.
Yes.
But once renovations are completed, I'm assuming this is going to be open to the public again.
So
right?
this is like the custom house, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
custom.
yeah, yeah.
So the officials will check goods in the ships,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then they will, get taxes.
Yeah.
So they will crack down smuggling.
Of course, yeah.
basically,
Yeah,
basically everything.
Yeah.
Everything like the current customers did.
Got it.
But
Okay.
back in, 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
1,000 years ago. Imagine it's just, in this small alley.
Yeah.
So some of the names of the Quanzhou streets remain the old names.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and also check out our surroundings. As you can see, like many red buildings, right?
Yeah.
So, because this is also like a special architecture building called arcade building, 骑楼.
Okay. Okay. So arcade buildings,
Yeah.
and then they served a special function, I guess, in Quanzhou because
This
it
is a
rains a
shopping,
lot.
shopping area. So, so if we have like a roof like this, like building structure like this,
Yeah.
even in rainy days,
Yeah.
people still can shopping.
Yeah, it's convenient. I mean, this used to be the marketplace of the world. I love sort of the small shops that line the streets in Old Town, right?
Yeah.
And then when Shenzhou, because this is Southeast China, there's a lot of rain here. When it rains, you can still do your shopping, right? You can still
Yeah.
get that Old Town feel by walking along the arcades, the special architecture, the structure that we find in Shenzhou.
And actually, this kind of architecture, you can also see it in like South Asia, right?
Yeah, in Southeast Asia, I guess,
Yeah.
you see these kind of arcade
Yeah, because
structures.
a lot of expatriates of Quanzhou region went
There's
to,
a lot.
yeah,
isn't there,
went
Wendy?
to
Yeah.
other parts.
Yeah.
Like maybe we can even say like 7 million, or maybe more. So we'll be even like a Quanzhou, the whole population outside.
So right now the population of Shenzhou is around 9 million, right?
Yes.
Like 8.8 million people. But you're saying overseas Chinese that call
Maybe the same.
Shenzhou their ancestral home
Yes.
is maybe around the same population.
Yes.
Right? Maybe 7 million or perhaps even higher.
That's
Okay.
why Quanzhou has many like foreign styles buildings.
Yeah.
So we also call them Funzai or something.
Right. Oh, I've heard about these. So
Yes.
this is kind of like Southeast Asian architecture. And because we had a lot of merchants from Shenzhou doing trade and commerce in Southeast Asia, they sort of brought that architecture back when they came back to their ancestral homes.
So it's
right?
like in every way,
Yeah.
cultural, architectural,
Yeah.
lifestyles, they blend in together.
But what exactly is a Funzai building? I mean, is it a shop? Is it a place where just people live?
It's just like a building people live.
So it's a
Fan-
residential building.
Yeah, because Fan in the ancient Chinese means foreign.
Ah, I see.
So Funzai
Okay.
means like from foreign style,
Oh,
foreign
I see.
country style
Okay.
building.
Got it, got it. Okay.
So actually, we are moving to Dezi Gate, the
Yeah.
South City Gate,
Yeah.
and also we will experience the intangible cultural,
I can't wait.
heritage
Yeah.
of Quanzhou.
Yeah.
So they have like 5 UNESCO level intangible cultural relics, cultural heritage, and also 36 national level.
Okay.
So
Wow.
guess what we will try later.
I don't know. I mean, I want to get my hands on all of them, so we'll see, I guess. But
So-
I want to take a look at the southern gate first, right? Because there's still remnants of this gate. I mean, when was this gate built? Over 1,000 years ago.
At least at least in Song dynasties.
I feel the standard answer for every historical monument we see is over 1,000 years ago.
Because actually this is expansion of the city.
Yeah.
So actually the original city was not that big.
Yeah.
But with like more and more business involvement,
Yeah.
so more people will live in the south.
Yeah.
So actually the city expanded in the south.
Southward. Okay.
Yeah.
We're here at the southern gate.
Okay.
And I actually don't want to get off this cart because it's so comfortable.
Comfortable. I know.
But I guess the ride has to end and we got to take a look at the southern gate.
Yeah.
Let's make sure everyone is safe by crossing the street.
This is the side of Deji
Okay.
Gate. So it's South City Gate.
Yeah.
It used to be 7 city gates
7
in
city gates.
Shenzhou.
And then this is the only one remaining,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, not the only one remaining, but we should say it's like a very important part.
Ah, I
Because
see.
they also have like Chaotian Gate.
Yeah.
Like some gates remaining.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
But is this the most famous ancient gate here in Shenzhou?
This one was the only city gate in the serious property
Oh,
of the
I
World
see.
Heritage.
Okay. So this made it onto UNESCO's World Heritage list, this particular site.
Yeah.
Okay. got
Because
it.
this is actually outside this gate,
Yeah.
that is where the merchants settle down. You know,
okay.
like the first port,
Yeah.
like in and out from Quanzhou
Yeah.
port.
Okay, got it. Wow, so the merchants lived over there. This is the gate, and then I guess
Bustle,
this is
like
where they
here.
traded, right?
Commercial, CBD.
So are you telling? So this used to be the CBD of Quanzhou. Is that what you're saying? The Central Business District,
Yes.
or at least one of it,
Yes.
right? Because from what I understand, this used to be a marketplace.
Yes.
Surrounding this gate.
So actually,
Yeah.
in this side, you can see the traces of Song, Yuan,
Mm-hmm.
Ming, like 3 dynasties.
You're talking about the architectural layout of 3
Like
successive
Song
dynasties.
city walls, like
Yeah.
Ming city walls.
Yeah.
So all together. So you can check this one out. So
Yeah.
the outside, the half moon shape, is Wencheng. It is
Okay.
Barbican. So it's like protected city.
Protecting the main southern gate. Okay. I mean, I see some cannons there as well. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if our camera can see the cannons.
They have
Those are
3
pretty
cannons
cool.
here. Actually, they kept underground.
Yeah.
So and then when they dig out,
Dug it up,
yeah,
provided to the public. I wish we could get a close-up of the southern gate of the Deji Gate.
Yeah.
But we can't, right? Because this is cordoned off.
It's protected.
It's protected.
Yes.
I mean, I would like to connect with history and touch the stone wall because from what I understand, you can find inscriptions from the 13th and 14th centuries. You can find Jewish, Hindu, Buddhism,
Christianity.
Christian inscriptions all on this gate, right? So again, reflecting this multiculturalism
Yes.
that we see in Quanzhou, this inclusiveness
Yes.
that we see in Quanzhou.
Okay.
Very interesting. And also from what I found, one of the stone parts from this wall, I believe, it is very special because it has a Christian inscription on it as well.
Together.
And
Muslim, like
and-
Islamic.
and Islam,
Yeah,
right? This is the
Islam.
symbol. The Islam's cloud and the moon and the Christian cross appear on the same stone.
Yes.
You read about this too, right?
Yes, because
Yeah.
normally these 2 religions are the opposition, right? But actually here in
Here,
Quanzhou,
living
they
in harmony.
coexist
Yeah.
and playing very well. So
Yeah.
it might be the burial tomb.
It might be a burial tomb. Can we see
for
this in a
those
museum?
religion.
Is this somewhere in a museum?
Yeah, in some museum or in
Okay.
Taiyuan Temple, you can see that in the Buddhism temples, you
Yeah.
can see the pillars of the Hinduism.
Yeah.
So actually inside this Quanzhou ancient city, you
Yeah.
can basically see all the different religions playing together, coexist in harmony
So,
together.
I mean, Quanzhou was the melting pot before we heard of this term, right?
Yes.
This was the melting pot of civilization before people knew what the melting pot meant, I guess, this term.
Okay.
Okay.
And now I mentioned earlier we will experience
Yeah.
the Quanzhou intangible cultural heritage.
Yes.
So today we actually invite a very special guest.
Okay. Who do we have?
Dean. 来 hello, Mr. Dean.
你好，
Mr.
你好，
Dean
你好，你好。Yeah.
is the Dean of the Quanzhou World Heritage
Yeah.
Protection Center.
Okay, so the director of the Quanzhou Intangible Cultural Heritage Protection Center. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. 那要不丁馆长您给我们介绍一下啊？
好，那个我们今天呢为大家准备了我们今
Oh,
天
mine.
为大家准备了会议的4个项目，一个呢
Okay.
就是我们前州的庄高人。
Wow.
Okay.
Try to translate it,
对
Michael. 庄高人。
So again, for our audience, we're looking at 4, right? So
Yeah.
Director Ding said 4 intangible cultural heritage. Okay, so one of them is this called 庄高人, which literally translates into, I don't know how to translate this, Wendy.
Pastry figurine.
Pastry figurines. So
Yeah.
what is it actually made out of? 这个丁馆长庄高人是什么制
庄
作的？
高人是
So delicate, you know,
是
so
起源于
vivid.
北方的捏面人。
OK
那到南方呢，我们这边是用糯米
啊
南方都是这个水稻嘛，就是用糯米下去制作的。嘿，那这个它可以根据我们传统的，你看
Yeah.
西游记啦，还有我们传统一些，包括我们这民俗
猪八
的拍胸舞
戒，哦，拍胸
对，拍胸
舞
舞，，还有那个什么这个卡通的形象，
哇，关
还有
公
我们的
啊，
哦
关羽
关
，General
公
关
There's
羽，
General
哇
关羽
项目。
OK
那这个是一个
OK.
Thank you
谢
so
谢谢
much.
谢师傅。
Very vivid，好栩栩如生啊。
So if you can take a look at the intricacy of the colors here, and for our audience abroad, Director Ding was saying this is made out of sticky rice.
Yeah.
So this is sticky rice. This is incredible. 那做一个这个需要大概多久？
对，How long？
很快，我们看一下。
老师，您要多长时间
几
呢？
分钟，对吧？
做起来了。
啊，20 minutes。
20 minutes. You can make this in
Wow.
20 minutes.
哇
Wow. Okay.
你要
哇
体验一下吧。
体验一下 Okay, I'm gonna try my hand at making one of these sticky rice figurines.
我们做个简单一点的。
OK，Michael try。
好 Okay. So let me put this here.
Okay, so actually, it used to be the sacrifice. 就是丁馆长，我们知道这庄高人以前好像是祭品，最早的时候。
对。
OK
对
这种
，sacrifice，
Offer
然后
for
慢慢就变成一些
sacrifice
对节日，在节日一些集会的时候，
庙会
对
民俗的节日我们这个传承人都会到各地去为大家表演，然后做这个。
So during Chinese, I guess, festivals, right?
Yes.
Temple festivals, then people would make this and
Like flea
offer this.
markets?
I wouldn't say flea markets, maybe
Fairs.
fairs or yeah,
Okay.
temple festivals. People would
Okay.
make this and offer this as sacrifice, I guess, to the deities and the
Yeah,
gods.
very
Okay.
vivid，
Yeah, so
非
let's
常
try.
栩栩如生。
Let's try my hand at making one of. I sit
OK，Michael
there.
坐。
好，捏一下。Okay, all right.
我
this
觉
is-
得很难吧？
So-
师傅，
so-
您学了多久啊？
从2分钱卖到现在，
2
2分钱
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 做到现在。
最早他做一个
什么意思
是2分钱。
，2分钱，那是
他要就是他这个要
多少年前啊？
很
20年前
应该是
19
几
岁
十年了吧？
19岁
OK
开始做。
几岁开始做，今年65岁。
So this master has been making these sticky rice figurines ever since he was, I guess, a teenager.
19 years old,
19
and
years
now
old.
he is 65.
Okay.
So do the math.
Okay, you do the mental math. Anyway, let's sit down and try this.
这
Okay.
个东西会连手，
Uh huh.
哦
把它
，OK，
拉一起来。
OK
这是猪油吗？
辣油，
辣油，
辣油
把它
一烘那
熟一下才
个盖子
会连住
过起。来那个。
哦
Okay, so
，wax
Beeswax,
oil。
I guess. Beeswax. Okay.
没有哈，摇这样摇起来。
Okay. So we gotta have a little bit of this. We gotta-
OK，我也 try。
We gotta have a little bit of this because this is very sticky, right? This is sticky rice. 这么多够了吗？是吧？够了。Okay. Hold
Wow.
on. One more question I want to ask this master. 这个是一代一代传下来的，是吗？
3代传下来了。
So he's 3 generations.
传到现在。
3 generations. This master has been making this. Okay, so his grandfather has been making this, his father, and now to him, that's why it's an intangible cultural
And his
heritage.
son and his, the daughter-in-law also did.
Fantastic. And now he's passing this craft down to his next generation, his son and daughter-in-law. Okay, cool.
最简单的好吗，师傅
单的
？Simplest。
最简单公鸡，我叫一个给你们看。
好。
家里面都养公鸡，好。
我们最简单的。
压一下，你看，好，这样包过去。
OK, the master will making the rooster,
这个公鸡的机关，
the crest.
这个比较快，出学就学这个。
天哪，师傅您觉得快，我们觉得好难啊。
Those are some
那个
quick
放着
hands.
给你们看就可以做出来。
Quick hands.
我们这个靠手感的，
Okay.
手拿起来大小靠手感。
So I guess this is muscle memory, right? Because you've been doing this for so long,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because there's no precise measement to this, is what the master said. This is all from muscle memory after doing this for decades.
It's craftsmanship.
Craftsmanship, it really is.
对。
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I like how there's the color
这个
blue
眼睛
on
要
this
要这样
roaster.
收一点点
The rooster
这样才有
OK
看起来一
OK，
点点哦，
啊
放着，
眼睛是吗？
眼睛要
爱。
小一点，好，这个要这样一点点就可以。
Okay.
哇，kids will really love it。
大小就差不多。
那孩子肯定很喜欢这样子。
哎，这个现在喜欢都是变跟水龙头，
This might be Lego before Lego.
那小朋友
Sure，这个的话
Yeah.
是多少年
Oh, and
前
then he
了？
uses a comb.
这个
宋，对不对？也是几千年前传下来了。
对
对啊，应该也是到 Song Dynasty, 1,000 years ago.
He just used a comb and then scissors, I guess, to add more intricate details on this figurine.
简单。
Okay.
Okay,
So
you
apparently
try.
this is easy.
For him.
I can't try because I already missed the
Okay,
first
good.
part.
Let's try. Let's
Right?
try.
I don't even know how to make the first part.
这个给你，
See,
Okay,
again, this
老
is
师
muscle
帮我一
memory.
下。
I don't know how much to use, but then
我教你什么就可以。
okay.
OK，
您
应该是
在
先把它揉成一个 body，the chicken rooster body。
So like this, right?
对，yes.
Yeah. And then
是
what
不
do
是有
I
点
do?
像小孩子做那 clay 啊，橡皮泥
Yeah, it's kind of like Play-Doh. So
Clay
不一样，
对
变就变橡皮。
，OK。
it's different, but it's kind of similar in concept in terms of Play-Doh.
我力启动
不
一下。
对吗？
你这样啊，做一个贴一下，对，
就让我们
可以。
哦包在这里。
Oh, okay. 包在这里，然后像这样，对吧？
不是
不是 Okay, all right.
不是
Fail.
不是
Failed already. Okay.
要这样的
圆的。
Yeah. 哦
对
OK
拿下来，好好
拿起来
做
OK
做用这个手拿材料。
这个手拿材料
红的像
OK
红的好像说是鸡冠呢
啊红的鸡冠
，rooster
OK
crest。来，Michael，你那个鸡冠要
像的，拿是揉像，
先揉一揉 OK Give it
拍一下就可以
a little bit of a roll
rub rub。
揉性别揉像这样，你看揉像这样我就放这样去就可以了。
Okay
OK
So let's take this one off and then let me put mine on
老师这样可以吗？
可以，比较后面。
啊，比较后面，那我就要再放
这
前面一点。
样这样可以不可以不 That's a big crest That's a big rooster crown
你揉完压下去，
压下去
压下去
OK all right Okay all right we got the basic shape 然后呢嘴巴
嘴巴是蓝色
I
blue
forgot
color。
how to do
它
this
是蓝色。
哦，那这嘴巴怎么弄
OK
那两个层呢？two
等一下我
layer。
剪
刀剪。
哦
Okay, so you got to use the scissor to create. That's a big mouth. My rooster has a really big mouth. So there we go.
啊，
可以吧？
OK
对吧？Okay. All right, there we go.
第一次这个感觉很好了。
Okay. And then let's get the wings. Yeah.
Wings,
那翅膀
OK
我们搞点翅膀。
，chicken wing。
下面这个，然后也是还得先捏一下，对吧
啊，对，要拿起来要揉啊，要揉啊，
OK，
要
so-
要
揉。
揉像这样。
OK
揉像这样。
Let's give it a bit of a roll.
这样
哦
加一个下去。
Okay, we got to do that first.
哦，还有一个嘴巴，OK。
对，这样等一下剪下面这个。
See,
等一下，这翅膀也可以随便。
Okay, all right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay,
Okay.
we just follow the shape. 这样可以不是吧？还可以，just okay,
第一期
just
刚刚好
okay.
第一期不错。
Just okay. Okay. My producer is giving me a weird look right now in terms of Michael, what in the world are you doing? I'll
It's
remember
my
that, Jia Yi.
rooster, my rooster.
Anyway, okay, let's do the wings.
翅膀要拿起来。
翅膀，OK，
手上要揉。
要揉一下，Okay,
这
let
里这
roll.
里面大，外面小的要进去。
Oh my gosh.
It's also my first time to
This
do
really
it.
随
looks.
便拿起来就装进去不行。
This is harder than it looks.
It's much
It
harder.
really looks harder than it looks. 这样可以不
看我这个。
啊
是对你好严厉。
我这个先放着，放给它出来一点。
？Okay.
放出来最后再按，这个按一下。
我觉得我这个就是。
Okay. Let's post that. Glue this on like this. How's that? How's that? No,
The
that's pretty ugly.
ugliest,
That's
the
pretty ugly.
ugliest rooster.
That's pretty ugly.
The ugliest rooster.
No, Wendy, yours look pretty good, okay? And you got your eyes on already, okay? Look, at this rate, we'll be here until
I'm
dawn.
quicker learner.
Seriously, at this rate, we'll be here until dawn. So let's pick up the pace a little bit and then get the tail. Okay.
I think I'm a quick learner.
我就说我要加速一下，师傅，因为我这个。
这样揉好，这样。
See, my wings are not even symmetrical. Anyway,
揉像这样，揉像我这样，像我这样才放下去才吧。你不随便揉，随便整个。
不能随便揉。Okay, I'm too cavalier with
整个揉
this.
起来就没光滑。
师傅对你比较严格。
Okay, 太严了。Okay.
Yeah, very strict with you.
That's pretty good. 然后这样。
鸡脚搞一下就可以。
鸡脚。
鸡
哦，脚
Okay,
feed
all right.
chicken
捏一
feed.
下，放进去。
这样捏一下。Okay. 哇塞 this is really okay. Master here is giving me some words of encouragement. So you know we'll see what we can do with this. We got to pick up the speed
The
because
ugliest chicken
Look.
rooster.
要这样靠住哈，不去随便剪的。
at least your rooster has
Let's
eyes.
compare.
My,
来，Which one is better,
Hold on,
Michael's or
Wendy, I'm
Wendy's?
not done yet. Give me one more second. Hold on. Let me give the rooster a little eyeball.
Oh my God.
Wendy, how about this? I can see defeat. I can see defeat. And then, okay, there's the beak. There's the rooster beak.
好，拿起来。
There's the masters.
漂亮。
我站在老师的
This
另
is
一边。
my rooster looks
Okay,
really sad.
okay.
这听老师拍一张。 OK，
OK，
There we go.
来
There we go.
看看看。好，来。
Nice. Okay. Wow. So there we go. This is a sticky rice figurine, an intangible cultural heritage of Quanzhou, with over 1,000 years of history of
Thank
doing
you
this.
so much.
谢谢师傅。好。
看里面带回去啊，像
这是我们的纪念品
对对对
，It's our
OK
souvenir.
拿走拿走。
好，那我们往下一摊。
谢谢
好，我们往下一
好
站。
Thank you
那我们
so
先拿
much.
走了。OK.
好
All right.
下面我们介绍的是泉州花灯。
啊，lantern.
Lantern.
泉州花
Okay.
灯
Those，
对
lantern. Wow.
泉州花灯起源于宋代，
Okay. So
Okay.
again, this is
对，
the lanterns from the
但是每
Song
年
Dynasty.
Yes.
元宵节我们家家户户都要点这
How do
个。
you translate 元宵节
Lantern
Lantern
festival.
Festival. There we
Yes.
go, Wendy.
那泉州
Okay.
花灯呢，一共有3大类，一个是呢纸扎类，一个是刻纸的。
Paper making or carving.
对
Paper carving.
Paper carving and paper making.
Yes. Paper
那一个
carving. 这就是刻纸的。
针制的，对，它现
啊，
在
对，
做的
你看，就是是
刻纸。
纸在上面刻，carve
OK
on the paper.
What are the difference
那
between these
这
two?
个是针制的，就是用针一针一针
Needle. 哇，use
刺
the
出来的。
needles to to price like one hole, one hole, one
So
hole.
I'm not sure if you guys can see, but in terms of the intricacy on this lantern, it's amazing because you're poking individual holes with the point of a needle
Yeah.
to create
那
this
像
design.
像这个是
Yeah.
刻纸料丝灯，它这个是用料丝一条一条给它玻璃丝
玻璃丝
拼起来的。
细
玻璃丝
对，
Glass.
我们
This
看
is
到的
glass.
Yeah, this is
Glass.
glass.
You guys definitely cannot
Glass
see this,
slice.
but in terms of the craftsmanship, these are glass. How would you even translate this? It's not a glass shard. These are strings of glass
Yeah,
that
like
almost look
slice.
like silk.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like this can pass for silk, but this is actually glass that is in here.
Very thin.
You can't see, but this is
Yeah.
literally glass silk, I feel. That's how thin it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
A craftsmanship.
Yeah.
灯光它会
它的
有形成一个
灯光
光柱，
里面是
所以这个
灯泡
玻璃丝它会很
然后到外面
通透
它会
感觉非
它
常漂
会折射，
亮。
变
It's
成
like
我们看到的是
transparent.
一条的。
对，with the light, it's like very transparent because it's very, very,
对，
very, very thin.
So
然后这个是粉线，还有金，98的纯金贴的，98的纯金
狗
贴。
金吗？
对
它纯金，他说
So this is
用
gold?
下去金箔下去镶的。
foil, gold foil.
Gold foil,
Yeah.
okay?
Yes.
98 carat, 98 carat gold foil, okay?
Wow.
And I guess this kind of design helps to accentuate the light, right? Because
Yeah.
of these sort of glass-like silk design.
Wow.
对
Better
It's also
accentuate the light.
这个是
1,000
国
year.
画要画上去，用笔
画
画
哦，自己画的吗？
How would you translate 国画? This is like sort of a national level painting or just a national
Chinese
painting?
painting,
A
Chinese
traditional?
ancient painting,
Okay.
traditional painting.
I mean, just the level of detail on one of these
Yeah.
products is
Let's say
amazing.
they draw it on
Yeah.
this one.
You
So
draw
it's
it on there.
not stick it.
Yeah, got it.
做一个泉州花
OK
灯要有很多的记忆。
哦。
它里面有
这是一个手提灯，
这个是一
一
个
个全幅
手提
你可以
Wow,
Oh.
you got a lot of souvenirs today,
This is
Michael.
really
它通过灯的折射，
对，它等一下暗一点的地方，这
啊哈
个上有很多的花纹。
Oh,
光线
I see.
呃
Okay.
when in dark, let's see. 我们
So when it gets 谢谢师傅，谢谢。
谢谢师傅，
OK
谢谢。
所以你也是好几代做这个的是吗
对
？OK，
它这个是唐到现在的，
不是，我说这位师傅也是
这个师傅是
家里边。
家里面好几代做的。
OK,
OK
again, successive generations making this.
下
OK
面这一摊是我们叫泉州永尊的纸织画，
OK，永
纸质画
春
永春
paper weaving
它这个
drawing。
是隋末唐初开始就起源于
嗯哼
隋末唐初的。那它这个呢是用一幅画，一幅完整的画，然后呢给它裁成
It's
这样
paper.
一点，
It's
然后再
paper.
用
This is paper.
白纸
OK,
下去编织起来。
哇哦
OK.
那怎么
那它有
上色呢，老师？
没有，它是画好，绘画
哦
好，然后再裁，
裁
裁完然后再编织，
过程
编
织，编织好以后还要
编织完然后再装裱。
哇
它起来
哦
有一个什么？你看完它眼看它会像那种像素一样，那有一种什么
3D
朦胧的
哦
3D
，it's
的
like
效果。
computer
啊
pixel，
对
对不对
你看看
？3D
它呈现起
effect。
来
Yeah.
哦
If, okay.
哇
So
哦
this is called paper weaving. You said, Wendy.
Yes, paper weaving.
This is the first time I've heard of this concept. I've not come upon.
It needs to be. It must take a lot of time and extra careful.
这个需要制作的时间大概多久啊？
大幅的比较慢，这种小幅的，4个过程加起来 也要1天左右。
So it takes one whole day to make
Yeah.
one of these, okay?
Yeah.
And this again from the Sui and Tang dynasties of China.
Yes, yes.
This would be what, like 1,400, 1,500
Yeah.
years old in terms of this particular craftsmanship.
I know, Michael. This is like embroidery on paper，是纸上的刺
I
绣。
like
中
that
国，
I
它
like
是
that
中
description.
国四
Yeah.
大中国四大家之里面其中之一。以杭州的丝画、苏州的缂丝画、四川的竹棉纸织画并称中国四大家之。4种里面，我们的材料是最容易断的。
对。
有时候我们在边
难度比
织
较大
边聊天的时候，口水掉下去，纸当场就断了。
Because it's paper, so it's very thin and
Yeah.
fragile.
So you're telling me the technique of making this is very advanced, right? Because it's paper
如果没有
weaving.
，Yes.
亲自体
Right.
验都
Yeah.
很难想象说纸也能把它织
Yeah.
出来。
对，这
是不是
对，你看这就是 paper，
Yeah.
Michael see， 就是 paper，你看就是纸做出
Yeah.
来
So
的。
essentially you're making this out of strips of paper. And this is pretty solid, right? You can feel
Yeah.
this is pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
So what am I holding a fan or am I just holding some kind of
It's a
What am
fan.
I? This is a fan,
Yeah,
right?
it's a fan.
So it's a
Yeah.
fan.
So it's functional.
Yeah.
它这个
And
是
she's making this right now in terms of how to actually weave
靠
paper.
着这把尺子来回
Use
穿
this
梭把
ruler.
它
Yeah.
织出来的。
And
Wow, it's really weaving. You see?
let's just take a look at how it's being made first.
Wow.
我最细的1公分能把它织，1公分就有12条，一条没到1毫，
哇，1公分就是1 centimeter.
很精细的。
So they can have like 12 slices for
Yeah.
1 centimeter.
越细越能体现那个编织的功夫。
12 strips?
对
12 paper strips in 1 centimeter.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Wow.
Got it.
Let's
Got it.
go.
Okay.
下一个我
Wow.
们是一个
Thank you. 谢谢
Thank
谢谢
you，谢谢老
这也
师
是给我的一个纪
好的，
念品吗？
送你
对，
送你。
好，再来。
Michael, you get many.
Don't worry, I'm gonna
Sure
pay.
years.
I'm gonna pay for all of this. Okay, don't worry.
这是我们泉州惠安的影雕。
OK
哦惠安
影雕是
康
我们
体
惠安石雕里面的一种技艺。
Okay.
啊
It's shadow carving.
Shadow carving.
Yeah.
Okay.
影雕.
So this would be on, I guess, walls, right? Or
It's on
那这个
stone.
我
it's on
们
no, but this
Stone.
would be put on walls of buildings, I
对
guess, or
老师像这些雕的话，就会放在墙上面，对不对？
不一定。
啊，
如果是我们这影雕形式有好几种，
那一般会放在哪里展示呢？
它可以体现为一个
不用你直接讲。
体现一个那个生活我们的一个生活的文创用品，
哦，
这样子
所以是
也可以装饰的，然后也可以是大型石雕里面的一个构件。
哦，
它
so it's
可以
like
这样的壁画
decoration.，
对
Oh, for
对。
decoration.
像我这
Decoration
次做了这些文创啊，都是
嗯
我们现在是比较创新的。像我这个是茶盘，
哦，it's
这个是
also
老
like
灯塔的布，这个
innovation.
是茶盘。它这边可以它这个可以是一个再放茶杯，那上面可以放茶壶。那我那个是用影雕的形式做出来的。
哦
然后这些是汉白玉的，然后它可以是一个茶道跟一个花道的一个结合。
Wow,
it.
great
Okay.
combination.
对，
with
像
the
我这些呢，这些是，你看，这些全部都是
lifestyle 惠安的
对
对惠
双
安的一个生活
面雕刻
方式，
中间是汉白玉，两边是乌金石的双面雕刻的。那这个是彩色，这个黑白的。
那制作这个需要多久呢？制作一个这个
这种一个做差不多要半个多月。
哇哦！
还有这个，这个是我们一个我们大型的一个放大版的一个手机，手机一个底座，然后放一个雕一个手机，对，这边是一个
cover，
对。
So you're basically bringing modernity,
对
right, into this ancient craftsmanship, and then
对
you're making modern
对
products out of
那
it.
这个手机就是外面汉白玉，里面乌金石的，
Yeah.
然后它是用镶嵌的手法，
Okay.
它代表的一个把我们这个惠安里的精神。通过这个互联网的时代，弘扬到世界的每个角落。
Okay.
Thank
还有
you.
我另外这个是挺精彩的，因为我们在这个位置是我们那个泉州天后宫，然后我这个是雕刻泉州天后宫的。
这个图
中间这一幅图
I
哈，
see,
是
okay.
我们惠安女在天后宫朝圣的一个场景。
OK，
然后你看这边是写东方女神世界供养哈，会礼朝圣的场景。
Yeah.
So it's
然后
very
这个
meaningful carving. It's about
No.
Hui'an female
So-
to pay devout pilgrims to Tianhou Temple.
I'm not sure if our audience can see this, but I guess my biggest takeaway is that you're using a very ancient tradition and an ancient handicraft to make new innovative products for the modern age.
Yes.
And it takes about half a month. It takes about half a month to make one of those tiles.
Thank you.
Yeah.
谢谢老师好吗？
谢谢。
真的非常感谢。
好，谢谢您。
So also we really want to thank Mr. Ding for presenting this wonderful intangible cultural heritage to us. Thank you so much.
谢谢林馆长。Thank you, Director Ding. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So it will be our last stop for this Quanzhou World Heritage sites.
There's too much to see. I mean, we've only touched on a few intangible cultural heritage sites.
Time is so limited.
Yeah.
I really want to. I definitely think that we need to spend more time, more days here.
We have one last place that we're going to. I mean, where are we going to right now, Wendy?
Tianhou Temple.
So that literally translates into I guess, the
Goddess,
temple.
like God of the Heaven Temple.
Okay, so the Heavenly Goddess Temple is where we are going right now.
So actually, Tianhou is the sea goddess here. So very popular among fishermen. So her name used to be Lin Mo. Very, very kind-hearted, helpful girl.
Yeah.
And she saved a lot of people medically. And, legend has it, she died trying to save people in the sea.
I see.
So after that, people worship her. So especially fishermen or the marine trade merchants who needed to be in the sea. Because, if you are in the sea, it is very risky.
Yeah.
With storms, with waves, you may die very easily. So before they set sail, the merchants, for the maritime trade merchants or fishermen will be here to pay their pilgrims to her to seek protection in the sea.
So this is basically a temple for a sea goddess.
Yeah.
And this temple, or I guess this person, Lin Mo, you mentioned, she is known by many names.
Yeah.
Right? So she's also known as Mazu.
Yeah, Mazu belief.
Yeah,
yes.
which essentially translates into maternal ancestor. And it's not just here in China, right? You can find this all across Asia, Mazuism.
That's because, during the maritime trade, so people from here, they brought this Mazu belief across the country, across the world.
Yeah.
That's why Quanzhou Tianhou Temple is also very important dissemination center for Mazu beliefs.
I think this is the largest Mazu temple in Southeast China, if I'm not mistaken. This
and
is a very large
highest
one.
standard.
Highest standard one. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you can find Mazu temples all over Southeast Asia in particular as well. For example, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, even in Japan, you can find Mazu. And also in the United States, for example, there are Mazu temples in San Francisco, in Austin, Texas, in Honolulu, Hawaii. So anywhere.
It also shows that, this Quanzhou maritime trade was so prosperous because they brought a lot of beliefs outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, with them, with the fishermen, with the merchants outside and across the world.
Yeah. Let's turn around and then see if we can give our audience a little bit more of a grand view of the temple that we are in right now, because we are here evening, right, in Shenzhou, and you can really feel that sea breeze. We're at the Temple of the Sea Goddess. And I think based on what you told me, Wendy, I find it very interesting that Lin Mo was just an ordinary woman.
Yes.
And then she was elevated to goddess status, officially sanctioned throughout the centuries.
Yeah, by different emperors.
Yeah. So it shows that you are, or you were a mortal woman, and then you were elevated to a goddess level. But behind all of that, I think, sort of the deeper meaning is what Mazu stands for, I guess, sort of this maternal love, compassion, kindness. And I guess that's why she is honored throughout the generations, because she sacrificed herself, right, to save others. That kind of humanity, that kind of kindness and compassion is why people look up to her.
Every people here worship her.
Yeah.
So this is Mazu belief. Like every year during her birthday, so it was very, very crowded. Many people will be here. So she was even worshipped in China, in the whole world.
Yeah. I guess sort of these basic values, these Chinese values, right? It's about kindness, compassion, love, courage, loyalty.
Yeah.
I think this really translates across cultures.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like one of the serial properties of our World Heritage sites. So definitely worth your visit.
Absolutely. And just one last thing about sort of the inclusiveness of this city for our audience. I didn't know this, but let me ask you, Wendy.
Okay.
So, in terms of the Minnan dialect, do you know how to say cha in
Te.
te,
Te.
right?
It sounds like French, you know.
See? There you go. When we talk
like
about
French.
when we talk about the significance of the city, right?
Voulez-vous du café ou du thé?
Right.
Would you like coffee or tea?
But-
so thé is Minnan dialect tea.
Exactly. So I
Yeah.
think that's a very interesting point for our audience in terms of where the word tea comes from.
Here.
It actually
Minnan.
comes from Quanzhou dialect.
Yes.
For tea, which
Yes.
is de, and then you said French, it's te.
Yeah.
Actually, it's very close in Spanish as
Yeah.
well, right? It's te.
Okay.
And then
Sounds
tea,
very alike.
tea in English, right? Sounds like de. And then in German,
I
tea,
don't know.
it's also tea, just
Okay.
T-E-E.
And also China,
Yeah.
right? The name of our country is from China.
Yeah.
From Dehua white porcelain.
Oh, really?
China.
Oh, that's true. Oh, I didn't know it was from particularly Dehua white porcelain.
Of course, there are many places, produce porcelain, but white porcelain, Dehua is the capital of the world porcelain.
Got it. Okay.
So also definitely worth
Yeah.
your visit here.
I gotta get my hands on some Dehua white porcelain. So,
Okay. Great souvenir, great choice.
Yeah.
So, okay, Michael, today is really very fun.
Yeah.
And we are very honored to have your team, CGTN team, to be in my city, my honorable city, the Zayton Worldwide World Heritage City really welcomes all the friends from across the world. This city with historical treasures and all diverse communities and history stories, we really want to present them to you.
Wendy, I feel like I should give you an official title, even though it doesn't mean much. But I think you should be
What's the title?
I think you should be the cultural ambassador of Quanzhou because I can feel the
I
passion
love it. I
that you
love
have
it.
for this city.
Okay.
And I can feel that it's really transferring to me as well. I mean, I fall in love
Would
with
you
the city.
like to come back?
Of course I would. This is such a livable city, I feel, and there's so many other historical sites that we have not taken you through. So if you have the time, come to Quanzhou, such a multicultural, diverse, and open city. And I would say one last thing, Wendy.
Okay.
This is not a given, right? This kind of multilateralism, this multiculturalism, living in harmony, it's not a given, I feel. You have to have people coming together to cooperate, to exchange and trade, to be open.
Yes.
And then you have that mutual understanding. And I think that's also translated into what China espouses today in terms of building this community of shared future for mankind, where there can be more open exchanges and dialogue between civilizations and around the world.
We strive very hard to build a shared community and better future.
Exactly.
Okay, so I guess we should say goodbye to our audience.
Goodbye. I'm gonna go have some tea, some te
Oh,
in the evening.
what's
right?
the nice thing is that there is a very famous dessert just beside this temple,
Okay,
very close.
all right.
I will, my
Let's
treat,
go.
okay?
Let's go. We're going. I'm gonna get Wendy to take me to this dessert place.
My treat.
We'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for joining us here in Quanzhou, and we will see you again next time. Make sure to join us on all our different live streams as we give you a holistic view of this fantastically ancient and cultural city.